Okay, so I'm back. Um, didn't do a post last week. Kind of busy, had a lot of stuff going on with class and studying and getting ready for these tests this week. So, had a Texas politics test today. I did the study groups last week. I did one on Sunday night, with a group. Pretty informative. It was really good. I'm glad I went. Um, it's amazing how things have changed since way back in the 80s when you tried to study and had a study group, especially with the internet and apps and things like that. And, my friends call me App Queen. So it was very befitting of me, for me rather, when I was sitting in the group session at the beginning. And one of the students, of course, all of them are like 19, was saying, "Hey, are you guys on the group me chat?" And I'm like, "What?" And of course, Sydney, well, I found out her name later, she was sitting beside me. She's like, "No." And I said, "Is there an age requirement to get in this?" And they start laughing. He's like, "No." He's like, "It's group me and, it has Quizlets and all this stuff on there." So I hurried up and downloaded that, and it was really good. Some people had Quizlets, little test study guides and things like that. And of course, my friend's daughter, she's like, "Well, you should make your own. How do you know if they have the information right?" I said, "Well, I've already read and studied and took notes, so, I can kind of go through. Like one of them, I had to cut her out because, she did a Quizlet for everybody, but some of her answers were wrong. I was like, "Oop." I could kind of bust her out, but I didn't want to put all of that out there and say, "Excuse me, thanks for the Quizlet, but if you're providing incorrect information, it's not really good to anybody." But hell, I didn't have time for that. So I just went ahead and, studied what I could, took the test this morning. I think I did pretty decent. It wasn't as difficult. I guess when you study, it's not as difficult as you think. Um, let's see. The funny thing, two funny things happened today. It's a Tuesday, so as I'm walking back, because of course class is at 10 o'clock. I'm done like 10:35. Class isn't over till 11:15, and I left my phone at home. So anyone who knows me knows that, oh my God, that's like a disaster waiting to happen. That's my third hand, as my husband likes to say. So I said, well, I have time. My next class is until 1 o'clock. So I'm going to just go on back home because I'm like 8 minutes from the university. And I'll come back and I'll just park in the parking deck, and pay the money instead of trying to go over to the East Campus parking. But I'm going to try it anyway. So as I'm walking, taking my little trek. Is like 0.8 miles from where I was to get to the parking lot. And the car stops, and it's a young lady, and she says, "Hey, are you going to your car?" I'm like, yeah." She's like, "Do you mind if I give you a ride?" I was like, "What?" So I'm sitting there, I said, "Okay, no, you're not no crazy ass serial killer or nothing like that." She started laughing. She's like, "No." She's like, "I'm just trying to find a place to park." And if anybody knows this campus here, oh my God, I think they give out 550 parking passes, and no good and doggone well, they got 150 spots. And then they're going to give you a ticket because they know you get desperate, and then you're going to park illegally. So I'm in the wrong racket. I need to be in university parking because I can make a killing. But anyway, so I get in the car with her, and she's riding, and I tell her where I'm parked, and she's like, "I have an exam today." And I was like, "Oh, did you study?" She's like, "Yeah." She's like, "I'm a little nervous." I said, "Well, if you studied, you fine." She's like, "Oh my God," she said, "the parking is so ridiculous. Everybody's like stalking and circling and circling and circling." I'm like, "Yeah." My other posts, yeah, they are. I can almost tell. So we get there, and I said, "Hey," I said, "Okay, I see people circling already as we pull in the spot. And I said, I'm parked right there. I said, you park here and I'm just going to pull out because I pulled through. She's like, oh, thank you. Have a blessed day. Oh, okay, yeah, you too. That was first funny. But I thought that was good for the day. But my second funny, so I go to math class, and of course it's going to be a little bit longer post. So I go to math class and sitting there, and Carlos, our TA, he's pretty laid back, So we had our quiz last week. He turned it, gave us our grade. I already knew it. I had it on Blackboard. I got 94, which I did better than I thought. So did the quiz. He hands it out. He's going over a couple of the problems, and then he stops, and then he says, and I think it might have been maybe the way someone answered a question. I don't know. I don't know what prompted him to say it. I guess he felt he needed to say it. But anyway, he said, well, one of the problems I have with this class, now mind you, I've counted approximately 6 student athletes in my math class. It's remedial math. I mean, we talking like it's basic mathematics because, I had to step back, and some of it's not that bad. It's a good refresher for me to go forward. So I had to do what was best for me. So he says, one of the problems I have with this class is cheating. And I'm sitting in the front. And anybody know me, my facial expression. I was like, what? And he says, now, just because I'm standing up here doesn't mean I don't know what's going on. I know people have you're not supposed to have your phones out. You're supposed to have a basic calculator. I know you have your phones. You have it under your desk and you're looking at it. And, oh, that's right. 2 of the athlete girls had their headphones on. I'm like, why the hell you got your damn headphones on in the middle of math class? Remedial math. You really need to be paying attention. Not talking on your damn phone. Or whatever you was doing, listening to music. I don't know. Whatever you was doing, you shouldn't have been doing. So that's what prompted it. So I think he probably, I don't know. But he was thinking about the phone. That's probably what it was. He says, yeah, I see people, on your phone. You're probably doing something, I don't know what's going on, but you're cheating. And, if you think that I don't know, I do. And I cut you some slack on the quiz. However, when we do the exam on Thursday, and if I catch you, I'm going to, you're going to get a 0. I'm going to open a report. I'm going to file it. You're going to be cheating. You're going to lose, and you're going to get expelled from the university. Ooh, you could have bought me for 2 cents. Because my face, I was just like, what? These babbles in here. So then he says, and then some of you going to write some chicken scratch on your paper and had an answer and make it look like that was your chicken scratch to get the answer. I have a math major, and the only way you could have got that answer is you had a calculator on your desk or you have mental math. And if you had mental math, you don't need to be in this class because obviously you need to be in a higher grade class. I almost bust out laughing when he said that. When he said mental math, obviously you don't have it. That's why you in this class. Oh, I was like, Anyway, that was the end of that. And, he moved on. But I wanted to turn around so bad as the mother in me and as an adult and have children that are older than them. I wanted to turn around and say, y'all stupid. I mean, come on. You in remedial math. This is like the second quiz. And you already, what you trying to practice your cheating tips? Do you really want to be caught cheating in a remedial class? It's not like you cheating on a final exam and you trying to graduate or something. This is serious biochem 4. This remedial math. And you're risking cheating and getting kicked out for remedial math? You stupid. I'm sorry. But anyway, that's the end of that. I'll have probably some more interesting stories as the year goes on. But until then, see you later.